A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving...
Oh, shooting chance! And he scores! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Chelsea really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Nice interception, well timed. That's destined for the flank. Pedro Porro. Colwill. Now Pedro Porro. And it's Fernandez. Diouf. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Pedro Porro. Now that looks a decent ball. Juve getting up there! Harmlessly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Gets his head on it! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Trossard plays it short. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And that is expertly dealt with. Doku receives it in a good... Doku! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Swings in across. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Trossard. And he's straight offside. Gabriel. Now Trossard. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lovely feet. Foden. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. Into the channel. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank. It's a good run down the right. Esteval. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Porro finding himself in space. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And a shot! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Half-time getting close now. Now it's Doku, and he's managed to get free. They get a throw-in. And here's Doku. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Caicedo. Oh, he's having a go! Superb from Caicedo. About as smooth as it gets. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the... Drogba! It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, great run, magical! Esteval with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Brilliant save! In he goes again!
Chelsea would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good ball!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He is through here. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Guardiola.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out. Ødegaard. Palmer.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Juve takes a shot! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Knocks it into space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Van Dijk. And Guardiola. Now it's Trossard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, well measured. Gabriel. Bernardo Silva. Spread it left. And he's quick to return it. Now who's going to be first to this? Shifted upfield. Matheus Nunes. This is a promising build-up. Van Dijk. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's found a way through. And he's managed to get free. It's a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that has left him in a heap. And that's definitely not his best. Esteval. Ødegaard. He's on it. Can he get away? Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy.
Such good pressing in a good area to force the error, and the hard work was pretty much complete.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's another good win of the ball. Esteval tries one from range. Great strike. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
Substitution on the field. Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 9.
So we're off again.
Didier Drogba.
Manchester really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Coming on the field, number 42, Semenyo. Number 11.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Ruben Diaz.
And the shot!
Van Dijk.
Great football, shot and save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No way through. Haaland. Palmer. Great ball and he's... Big chance! And that's a good finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Matheus Cunha.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's got away from him. Plenty to aim at here. That's very neat. Shot a goal! Oh, denied at the last.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's been shipped out wide. Bernardo Silva. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot could be on. Has to go back here. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Nunez. Caicedo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Haaland. Matheus Nunes. That is ended up in no man's land. Palmer. Gakpo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Wow, look who's involved.
Gakpo, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread. Manchester truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Now it's Haaland. And now the breakaway. The message. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Trossard. He's in a great position here. Now that looks a decent ball. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Manchester really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And we have our very first corner. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Well, that has not gone well. Semenyo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a quick one. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And the ball is out of play. Vardiol. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Hello attendees, this is a
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players did...
Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Now it's Foden. And it's Drogba. And it's made its way to him. Gabriel makes the interception. Caicedo. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva charging forward, the ball at his... And Bernardo Silva! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's done it!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Matheus Nunes. And here's Foden. So just a 1 early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ekitike. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That has been cut short.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Trossard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Drogba stood his ground strongly. Gerrard. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Trossard. It's Bernardo Silva. Drogba shapes to shoot! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Foot in. And it's Drogba. Bruno Fernandes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Driving through the middle. Ekitike! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
They get a throw in. Gerrard. Drogba. He'll try from distance. Wow, that is Didier Drogba. About as smooth as it gets. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Drogba. Is there a great chance? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Trossard certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And here's Drogba. Strokes it back. Trossard, little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now it's Drogba. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gabriel. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Doku. Opts for safety. Now Trossard. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. It's run loose here. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Caicedo. Trossard and Gvardiol.
2 added minutes has been
He
indicated.
ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Manchester are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 41, Rice.
So right back into the action.
Is number 17, Reds.
Sends it crossfield. And here's Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's been won straight back. The ball has bounced loose now. Played out wide. Gerrard. Ekitike. And now the breakaway. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot, surely! Caicedo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a good ball out wide. Matheus Nunes. Trossard, who's set up one goal so far. And Guardiol. Doku. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Just about up to the hour now. Trossard, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Wirtz. Gerrard. Now it's Drogba. Well, that is one way to stop him. Doku. He's found a way through. Guardiol gets into a good position. He's shifting through the gears. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution for Arsenal.
And we have our very first corner.
Drogba. Number 22, Ekitike. Coming on the field, number 7, Shevchenko. Number 18,
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
substitution.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gerrard. And he's running through. Real chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Corner number 2 then. Chance! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Foden. This is promising. Haaland.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Caicedo. Knocks it out wide. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's picked his way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Over to the other side. Shevchenko. Now it's Haaland. Always onto this. He's having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shevchenko touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, what's he giving here? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Drama over the penalty spot. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's McAllister. And he was alert to it. And that is a little undercooked. And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vardiol. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Drogba. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. It's us or them, always has been, always will be. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And here's Danny Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Showing good feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal threads one in, and he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
This is the time you need that pace.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in. And he can thump it away. And he's had it nicked away. Driving on and making good progress. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Cherki looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Cabela. Chouameni. Dani Olmo. Now it's Raul. Cherki. Guardiola was in no mood for any of that. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Great chance! Dembele. And it's Chouameni. Now Cabela. Upamecano. And it's Hernandez.
Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the...
Dani Olmo! Loose ball now, and in he goes again! Goal! Spain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's got away. Dani Olmo making a dash for it. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Oya. He's having a hit! That is brilliant from Mikhail Oyarzabal! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Olmo. Ferran Torres. Might be taken. And the finish! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Hernandez. And Cherki. Time and again they are repelled. Can he get on the end of this? Ferran Torres. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that is the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Howson. Guardiola. Wriggles his way through. And that's another good win of the ball. Raul.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, he's bustling through here. There's the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A case now of complete control. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Raul. Spread it left. Well, they've got plenty back. They can deal with that. Danny Olmo. Very nicely done. Yamal. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Puyol. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's under a lot of pressure there. He's found a way through. And he's heaved it away. Harrison did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Guardiola. Distributed tidily. And that was asking for too much. Koundé ventures forward. Dembele is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
France certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's been played through. Eric Garcia kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Raul.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He can run onto that. Shot a goal! It's hit the upright. It's in. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And here's Mbappe. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Shoots! And he steered it beyond the post.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
Mbappe, they're urging him to shoot.
France seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Iniesta. Just 5 minutes left. Raul. It's Raul! Has to go back here. Danny Olmo! Cabella. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's neat. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance, corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Guardiola plays it short.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And he's gone backward here. He's had a shot! And we're done. France have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was...